Hi, this is a response to Dignus. Well, I think his name's Dignus Ward 4452. This that well, his his video for continuing his videos actually quite good, and so I'm not knocking it completely, but there's a couple of things he says about Gnosticism I wanted to address, and it's just like 3 points, three things that he said. The first one about mentions that Gnostics believe that matter is evil. Well, my thing about that is that he says it in a like a blanket way, as if to say that all Gnostics believe that, as if that's as if that's like a core principle of Gnosticism. But generally speak, well, basically not all Gnostics believe that to be true. So I wanted to sort of put that out, and I've looked for a couple of links, and it's hard to find really, but I did find a couple of instances in some sort of resources to, because I'm going on my books on him, but I do. So when it comes to the core principle, the core beliefs of Gnosticism, I wouldn't. If somebody asked me what Gnosticism was, I wouldn't mention that about matter being evil. I need to turn that off. But cause I think a better way to explain it would be like matter is an illusion. Would be a better way of saying it. Because matter is evil doesn't quite sound right to me, and I don't think it quite puts it off. Somebody said that to me. I don't know if that, I don't know if that would, it doesn't put in the right fit. Somebody's trying to explain a belief, and you see matter is evil. I don't think that, I think, the thing about the matter is evil thing is that it sort of comes from the belief that it was, the world was created by an evil god. I think there's different words for them. I think one's Demard or something like that. And well, that was kind of helps display the Old Testament really, but but it's not. It's, like, I wouldn't plaster that on as a definition. I'd also like to extend on. Don't have to, but I like to extend on the definition. I mean, to add to that, something now I said is sort of thing about Gnostics is that they would say take the Bible. They would a fundamentalist Christian would read the Bible literally, but a Gnostic would they don't take it literally. They would read in look for deeper meaning. So I think I said enough of that. Anyway, so the second point is not really core to what he's saying, but he mentioned that he's not sure that there's still Gnostics about, and I was quite surprised at that, because I thought it was quite, because Gnosticism's been on the rise recently, and I thought it would be reasonably quite publicised, but I've put some links in the sidebar to just point out that it's actually exists. Well, there is Gnostics. Obviously they've come more resurgence as of late, but basically there is. So there's no black and white. There's no grey there. There's and so so the final point. This is the most interesting one actually. He says that because with the general way a Gnostic would give the information, which is not the only way, but anyway, the concept of a Gnostic atheist seems unlikely or almost impossible. Which, if we think about it, does make sense to begin with. That how could somebody get information for something that doesn't exist? That I can understand that, but the only thing about that is that that kind of depends on how you define God, because one sort of explanation I've read is that the idea that we all sort of interconnected in a sort of like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a spiritual kind of it's actually all sort of one spiritual entity sort of experiencing itself. So we all part of the same thing, and in the sense we are God, and so if you look at that belief, that I'm not sure if you would define that as believing in God. I mean, that's up to you. I don't know. If you think that's believing in God, then fair enough. But it's not the same. But that's not quite the same as believing in a omnipotent God that is looking down at you in his control. Because if I don't know, I just wanted to make that clear that I mean, I suppose you can interpret that you still believe in God, but it's not. I don't know if believing that they are God is the same as believing in God. I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but I wanted to make that. I just wanted to. I do have one video link that kind of explains it a little bit. I mean, unfortunately, I don't have a book that explains it better, but I'm doing my best with what I've got, because this kind of took me off guard really. But so I have to say, I mean, this isn't a complete attack on, because a lot of what he says is is quite good, and I'm glad he did it, because I didn't realise, I didn't know the original video was there, and it's sort of, but I just a few points I had to make, because when I saw that video I thought I had to say something, because I thought if people watched it and said, oh, that's what Gnostics believe and that's what they are, and I just thought they wouldn't quite get the gist, so I thought I had to say that, and I'll leave a few links, and hopefully so basically, well, that's it.